So some news that I actually saw about a certain series kind of hurt me a little bit seeing about that. And which series am I talking about? Well, I'm mainly talking about Shaman King. This is something I actually had quite a bit of fond memories with, like way back in the day. Like, I really did enjoy the little parts and all that I saw of Shaman King, and hearing this news kind of actually sucked to hear about this, which is where the creator of the actual series itself went out and talked about it, known as Hiroyuki Takei, which he had this quote to say on Twitter. To be honest, there were serious discussions on an anime remake, but since we couldn't use the voice actors and the music from the original work, I declined. Still, it would have been nice to have another chance. Now, people know, like, Shaman King was, like, pretty popular over here, like, came out with a dub and all that. It wasn't as big as, like, you know, as your big three and all that, but it was pretty, like, you know, like, around about my time, while especially around TV, it was especially something that a lot of people did know about, and it was like, oh yeah, you know, I've seen like an episode or two of here, Shaman King. And the fact is that an anime was like going to be coming back, like there was going to be a remake, because if people don't know that the original series like went into filler around about a part, like I think it was like in the Shaman King tournament arc, like somewhere around that. And a lot of people were very mixed upon this series. Like, I've heard multiple things from, like, other people. Like, I've heard the ending of the anime is, like, what the fuck bullshit, it's filler, screw that. But then again, apparently, like, from what I was reading, I was like, what actually happened to the anime? And it seemed like a lot of the case and all that was, like, it was just bad. Like at some point and all that, it got really bad somewhere near the tournament. It got boring, and then apparently it just got cancelled. Like, I've heard things where, like, in one of, like, the actual chapters, like, they just completely skipped a fight or two. Like, one that was built up for a while, and then apparently in the volumes they had to show that, like, it was like, we actually had to put this fight in, and it got skimmed over when it actually came out. Like, it's like, I heard really weird, bizarre stuff, and that's the thing where I'm not gonna pretend like I was like, oh, you know, I seen a like huge chunk of Shaman. I think I seen a good bit. I'd like to say I got up to where this tournament was now about to start, because I definitely remember like the guy from England. I remember like his whole little thing. I remember like this whole weird group that had like some chick in a coffin. Like, there was some weird stuff in this show, I'm not gonna lie. And I'd like to say I was on the teetering edge, because I remember like everyone gathering together. I remember like one of the new guys who had like kind of like cheetah powers. I remember there was like kind of like this new power up with like fusion, like with like, you know, like new moves and shit like that, and like techniques. It's weird. Like, honestly, I'm going back like 12 to 14 years ago like that, and I think I maybe rewatched some of it like 5-6 years ago, but honestly, I'm very curious and all that, and it's like, it kind of sucks that like at the end of the day, this was something that was like, they turned down a new anime because it was like, they wanted an original cast back and music. And honestly, like, this is something in a dub, so I can't say that. And obviously, you guys are gonna have to say in the comment section down below, for the most part. But honestly, like, I don't know if the original cast was that good. I think even like with something like the Grey Man Hollow, like they had to replace some of the voice actors because they couldn't get some of them for like the Grey Man, like when it came back. So like it was more acceptable with that. And honestly, I think a lot of time people are going to accept it too much, although it would be the same situation. What if like I got told the last season of Gintama they were taking Gintoki out of it because it was like, oh, they couldn't do it, or the music, you know, it fucking suck. Like, I'd be like, that isn't Gintama, like, if they haven't got the right trio. So I can kind of see that. Like, honestly, sometimes it's like the actual voice actors make the show, and the same thing can be said like music, like a lot of the time can make or break a show. But I feel like that's the one where I'm like, that, to be fair, like, that's one that, you know, you'll be fine without. But I want to see what you guys, because I know there are some hardcore Shaman King fans out there, and you know, from the bits I've seen of Shaman King, I really goddamn enjoyed it. But from what I've heard, is that it sounds like it was gonna, like, it sounded like it had some really rough parts, and then like there was the kind of sequel afterwards, like Shaman King Flowers. Like, there was some stuff. So I want to know, guys, and all that. There's just mainly that I wanted to talk about this, because, you know what, from what I've seen of Shaman King, I really enjoyed it. I really had a lot of fun with it. Maybe I might come back to it one day in the future. Maybe I might finish it off and all that, and then maybe I might like get into like that other stuff, because like didn't Shaman King Flowers get cancelled? Like, there's a bunch of stuff and all that with like the manga, and then also as well the sequel, and like a bunch of stuff. So we'll have to like let you guys go at it in the comment section and all that. But then again, they still said there's still hopes for another opportunity, but it kind of sucks that those were the reasons exactly why some people like would accept, like, you know, it's alright, I don't need the Japanese cast, I don't need the music. Some people actually want to see how that story was properly concluded, because a lot of people didn't read the manga. So I feel bad for the people that were like, I want a Shaman King remake, and the fact that it was there and it could have been a yes or a no if it was just like for the author. But then again, you gotta kind of respect the author at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's his work, it's his baby, and whether or not he wants to put it out there or not, it's up to him. But, you know, that kind of sucks, but I can kind of understand at the same time why he wanted to do it. But the curious thing is, though, what do you guys think in the comment section down below? That is all from me. Thank you as always for watching. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button as well, and all that good shit. I'll see you guys, though, next time.